The last thing someone would expect to find after buying a house is a dog chained to the basement. And yet, for a man who had just moved into his new place, that was exactly what he encountered. Surprised by his discovery, this man rushed to call Stray Rescue of St. Louis, one of the largest animal shelters in Missouri, and informed that there was an abandoned pit bull in his basement. Soon enough, a small group of people from the shelter showed up and examined the situation. At first, the rescue worker and the homeowner were hesitant about whether to approach the pit bull chained in the basement. After all, it wasn't clear for how long she'd been there or if she had some sort of sickness that could lead her to bite her rescuers. But after seeing how happy she was to see the people, the decision was clear. One of the rescue workers approached the pit bull and carefully released her from her chain. The face of joy you could see in that beautiful pit bull as she was being released was priceless. After that, rescue workers explored the basement, only to find out that whoever was living there had probably left the premises a long time ago. This was easy to conclude thanks to the huge mess that they could see in the basement. There was poop and old stuff everywhere. Plus, the chain where the pit bull was tied was short, meaning she probably had nothing to eat in several days, maybe even weeks. But how could anyone not notice that there was an abandoned dog in the basement of a house that was being shown to several people interested in buying it? Our best guess is that realtors didn't want possible buyers to see the mess in the basement, so they decided to leave that part out. Continuing with the story, once out of the house, this lovely pit bull couldn't stop jumping of excitement. So the staff members from Stray Rescue of St. Louis decided to name her Jumping Bean. Jumping Bean was happy to see pretty much anyone who would pet her, even for a little bit. Seeing so much happiness made the rescuers smile big time. So now that Jumping Bean had been rescued from whoever soulless person left her in the basement to die, it was time for her to go to her new temporary home. Stray Rescue of St. Louis staff made her jump inside the car, and all the way to the shelter was a fun ride. You could see that happy dog wagging her tail and smiling from happiness. At the end of the story, this beautiful dog became viral, and news from all over the world started to talk about it. You could read articles on Yahoo or pretty much any other well-known website. To this day, Jumping Bean continues in Stray Rescue of St. Louis website, waiting for someone to adopt her and to love her as much as she deserves. This story shows that even after going through such traumatic experience, Jumping Bean was more than willing to give life one more opportunity and allow herself to smile and show the world how happy she could be just by having people around her. So tell us, if you were to find an animal in need, what would you do?